Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Tanks Blitz, and we're here going to be doing a review on this thing, the Kuro More Mine, or the Kuro More Mine, I don't know, but I do believe that the official pronunciation is the Kuro More Mine. But anyway, this is an anime tank from the anime Girls and Panzer, which is interesting, about schoolgirls doing, like, basically reenacting war in tanks, which is pretty tame when you think about it compared to other animes out there. But yes, because it is tanks, World of Tanks have gone, hey, we can get all the weebs excited, and basically, yeah, this is what you got. So there's 3 different tanks that you can get. You've got the anime Tiger, you've got the anime Panzer IV, and you've got the anime Hetzer. The original release order was Panzer, Tiger, Hetzer, but then they've added in a new camo, yay! But I've finally given in to the, I don't know, the pull of the weeb perhaps, or perhaps it's just the pull of a tiger, but I finally decided to go ahead and just get the Tiger, which is this thing. It's not a particularly bad heavy tank. 43% protection, 39% firepower, 52% shot effectiveness, 30% maneuverability. It's a Tiger at tier 6, very similar to the Tiger 131 and the Japanese Tiger from PC. Also, I think there's now 3 tier 6 Tigers in PC, I don't know. But yes, so yeah, compared to something like the Churchill, which has got 39% protection, 46% firepower, 55% shot effectiveness, and 15% maneuverability. Yeah, it's not that bad. So looking at it, 110 HP, decent enough. Same as the Churchill, and the Churchill has got a decent HP pool for this tier compared to the KV2 with only 860. Even the Churchill 4 has got the same. They're all my tier 6 heavy tanks, really, apart from the TOG, which gets a discount because 16 and 35 HP. But yes, it's got a very good HP, and also for the tier, the armour's not that bad, really. 100 front, 82 sides and rears, the same for the turret. Not as good as the Churchill, but the side armour is definitely better. Forget that, no it isn't. Rear armour is better than the Churchill. But yeah, it's because it's a Tiger at tier 6, less things have a chance of penetrating its frontal armour. For example, the Churchill 7 here has only got 155 average pen with the calibrated shells. Without it, it's only got, what's that, 148, yes. So it doesn't have as much penetration as you do at some of the higher tiers where you get sort of 200 plus in order to penetrate the Tiger. So yeah, it's got a decent, the armour counts for more at this tier than it does at tier 7 for the Tiger. However, still very good side scraper, which is something that you will be doing a lot if you've managed to get to know the Tiger, like I would like to say I have. Because yeah, it's very good at side scraping because it has got those flat sides, so that is of course a bonus. Plus the turret armour is also rather tricky to penetrate. And yeah, as for other manoeuvrability, 57 tons, 700 horsepower engine, 40 kilometers per hour top speed, not too bad. However, only a 28.16 traverse and a 20 degree per second turret traverse compared to the Churchill 7, which has got 23 and 20, so it has got better manoeuvrability for a Churchill, well, compared to a Churchill. But then the Tiger was known as one of the most mobile heavy tanks of World War II, so yeah, I mean, even compared to the KV2, this thing's going to be a race car. Yeah, 21 and 16. Yeah, it's a decent enough heavy tank in terms of mobility as well. I mean, after all, it is a Tiger, and as we all know, Krupp steel is superior. So as for the suspension, it is the Panzerkampfwagen 6H Aufführung H1. Give it its proper designation, as it were, which does have a 61 ton load limit, and yeah, the 28 degrees per second hull traverse, which is not too bad. It's still a bit slow, but yeah. As for the engine, it's a Maybach HL230 TRM P45 engine, which is the proper engine in the Tiger. as for the turrets, it's a Tiger E, so it's got a Tiger E turret. 240 meters view range, goes up to something or other with coated optics, 256, yeah, as per standard. But now we come to the gun, and the gun is the historical gun on the Tiger. It's the 88. It's an 8.8 cm Kaufwagen-Kanon 36 L56, which is a decent anti-tank weapon compared to the Churchill 7, which gets an Ordnance Quickfire 77mm Mark II gun, which is an alright gun, but in terms of mostly everything, the Tiger's 88 is superior. 7.92 rate of fire rounds per minute, gives it a 7.6 seconds reload almost, well, pretty much actually. I reckon if it was 8 rate of fire, it'd be about a 7-second reload. So, yeah, it's not too bad. It's slower, obviously, than the Churchill because it does have a larger caliber shell for the gunners to be loading in. As for average pen, it is worse than the Churchill, however. 145 with AP, 195 with APCR, and 44 with HE. Yeah, even though it was a very good gun in real life, able to easily penetrate through the armour of, for example, T-34s at 1500 meters. It's not as good in World of Tanks for some reason. But yeah, so yeah, the lower penetration will make you struggle against things like the front of Churchills, Sherman Jumbos, anything with funny shaped turrets, even Rams can give you problems. Let me just get out my one. There it is, my Ram 2. Even this turret can give you problems because, yeah, it's a bit of a funny turret, to be honest. So yeah, even its turret can give this anime Tiger problems due to its lower penetration. However, when it does penetrate, it does have 220 average damage, which is very good. It's able to take off almost a third of any tank at this tier's HP. You can 4-shot a KV2 basically, which is very nice. The average damage goes down to 190 with APCR, 270 with HE. Dispersion not as great as you would like it, 0.36 meters. Sorry, yeah, 0.36 there. Which is it's alright. It's not super inaccurate, but then it's not the most accurate thing either. It's sort of in the middle. I mean, compared to the Churchill 7, Churchill 7 does have a 0.33 dispersion, which is very good. It's very accurate. However, the Tiger's accuracy means that some snapshots and things will not work out for you, and it doesn't quite suit a sniper that well, unless you get some of the third-tier upgrades. As for aim time, however, 4.8 seconds. Again, alright. It's an alright aim time. It's not super slow, but then it's not super quick. But it's alright. So yeah, in terms of the gun's average. Penetration is pretty standard for this tier. Everything sort of has around the 150 mark. The average damage is good. It's above average at this tier. Not many things have a bigger caliber gun. The Sam Jackson does have a 90mm. KV2's obviously got its howitzer, but most other things have got 75mm, except for the gun carrier, which gets its big old 32 pounder for 250 average damage. Is it? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, as for everything else, it's a decent enough heavy tank. It's got good mobility for a heavy. Decent enough armour, you can side scrape in it. The gun will see you through the battle. It's reliable enough. The penetration was not the best. If you do carry around some APCR if you're that inclined, alternatively you can just go for the weak spots. And yeah, it's not too bad. As for the ammunition, it carries the historical 92 rounds of ammunition, so you've got enough to last you through any battle. Yeah. As for provisions, you've got your standard and improved fuel for 3 and 10% respectively to engine power and turret reverse. Then you've got white rice and onigiri. Yeah, onigiri, which is 3 and 10% respectively to crew mastery, because of course this isn't a German tank. This is the Japanese anime tank. So of course it gets all of the anime provisions. As for the ammunition, 15% protection crew from injuries, 10% speed and module repair, 20% fire protection, and 10% ammo and fuel tank durability. So you can go ahead mount them as you wish. As for consumables, you've got your standard repair first aid fire extinguisher, Then you've got engine power boost for 20% engine power for 15 seconds with the 75-second cooldown. Adrenaline, 20% to low speed and 10% chance of damaging enemy vehicle modules for 15 seconds. Then your multi-purpose, which is those three rolled into one. Yeah. As for equipment, it's a choice, I suppose, between calibrated shells and gun rammer. Calibrated shells gets you over the 150 mark for average pen, which is a nice buff. However, the gun rammer gives you an extra half a round per minute, which is a decent enough upgrade. So yeah, it is a choice between which one you want, whether you want over 150 average penetration, which it's the same penetration as you get the frontal armour of the Churchill 7, so you can think of it that way. Alternatively, you can just stay with the 145 average pen and just have the higher rate of fire. As for vitality, I'd say improved modules for the extra track durability and also the fuel tank and ammo durability is probably better than the defence system, even though they did buff these two. They replaced whatever it was with defence system. Even so, I would think improved modules is more important, really. As for specialisation, you've got coated optics, I would say, is better. Camonet, not so much. It's a heavy tank. It's meant to be sort of at the front doing heavy tank things. So yeah, I would say coated optics for the better view range. As for these two, I would say gun rammer for the extra aim speed. Yeah, it's not the worst aim time, but then again, you can get it better. So I would say, yeah, that. Then, I would say it's a choice, really, of whether you want enhanced armour or improved assembly. Enhanced armour, whilst not going to be the biggest buff compared to something like a Churchill, which does have a lot of armour, especially at the front, not so much for the Tiger because it's only 100 at the front. But then extra side armour is probably going to be useful, so it is a choice whether you want extra HP or whether you want the enhanced armour. As for these two, I would say engine accelerator gives you a buff to your traverse speed to just get it over 30 degrees per second, which is respectable, but then it gives you better acceleration, which is very important as well, so I would say engine accelerator. Then refined gun makes you into a super accurate sniper, so 0.32 dispersion, which is very good. That's then better than the Churchill Mark 7's gun, so yeah, that would really give you help on aiming at those weak spots, so I would say refined gun. Then I would say enhanced tracks, get your tracks up and running and back to pristine condition after you let it repair itself. Alternatively, you could go with toolbox, but I would say enhanced tracks is probably better, and then your choice for whatever the hell those two things are. So overall, yeah, it's the Anime Tiger. It's a decent enough tank. It just has the weeb factor, which if you're not that interested in weeb tanks, you may not want to get, but then after all, it is just a tier 6 Tiger. It's a Tiger but one tier lower. And yeah, it's a decent enough tank. It is, like I keep saying, a Tiger. Good at side scraping, got a decent enough 88. It's just the whole this, which is the only thing. It does stand out and it does look a bit out of place, so if you don't pick it up, I can understand that. And yeah, I'll thank you for watching and goodbye.